Well, Long Island's 3rd District Congressman-elect George Santos was sworn in at the Capitol today, swarmed by reporters as he arrived to be sworn in, and of course amid ongoing controversy about his background.
Yeah, Jody Goldberg joining us from his district in Plainview with how his first day in D.C. is shaping up to be an unusual one. Jody.
Steve, Natasha, good evening to you. Unusual to say the least. Santos is now under a microscope, and so every move he makes, it's blasted all over Twitter. And I'd say the same about everything he says, but the incoming congressman has been quiet. The first day of the 118th Congress for incoming Congressman George Santos was far from traditional.
Any comment at all whatsoever?
The 34-year-old Republican who flipped the 3rd District from blue to red dodged reporters as he walked through the halls of the House.
Running and hiding from the media is now the least of George Santos's problems. He faces the House Ethics Committee, including fellow Republicans who think that he's damaged their brand just as much as he cost the Democrats an election.
Santos landed in the spotlight after he lied about almost every important detail on his resume, including his educational, professional, and religious background. A picture from this morning shows Santos standing outside the Capitol with his attorney, but without his husband.
So do you plan to resign?
And inside, he ignored repeated questions about whether he will resign.
George Santos has an enormous credibility problem, and it's unclear that anybody will take his word for anything now.
In the chamber, Santos sat solo in the back. He was also missing from a group shot posted with some of New York's Republican members of Congress. But in a statement, his attorney said he's been talking to other members and has received a lot of encouragement.
Your call has been forwarded.
Repeated calls to Santos and his press team have not been returned. Still no word on where his office in the district will be, who he hired to work for him, and if he'd like to sit down and speak with us. Experts say silence tells the story.
Unless George Santos can come up with a lot of answers that somehow break through his credibility gap, the outlook for him as a member of Congress, or even as somebody able to make a living, is pretty grim.
And while Santos hasn't officially been sworn in, he now has an official House.gov website. On their locations for his offices in D.C. and Douglaston now. Numbers are listed, we've called, and the mailbox is full. Steve and Natasha, let's send it back to you.
All right, Jody, thank you.